When did sleep go from I can't wait to go to tomorrow to I'm too tired to exist right now? Around middle school, when things stopped being new and interesting and life turned into a tedious grind. I love these threads because it always makes me realize that I'm not alone, and that helps validate my feelings. We'll get through it together, internet fam. Middle school. First full-time job. For me it's more like, why does it take me 3 hours to sleep? The same day that hangovers go from a mild annoyance to ruining your whole week. When you started dealing with way too much without properly taking care of your physical, mental, emotional, spiritual well-being. When I realized school is only about passing tests and not the actual learning anymore. When I turned 12, now 21, but nothing changed. I hate myself more now. Not yet. I'm 63 and still happy every morning because it means I have another day. If you're tired, just make yourself get out of bed, brush your teeth, get dressed, and go about your day. Usually it'll be better than you feared when you didn't want to get out of bed. I don't remember ever being excited for tomorrow, lol. You're talking about restorative sleep? I'm envious. Age 22 seems about right. It's depression. Brother, we're all going through a global traumatic event. I think it has happened twice for me. The first time I was 13 years old and the school counselor pulled from gym class to tell me my mom died in a car accident. After a few years, I felt better and started enjoying life again. Then, I joined the service and I got told I was worthless by my supervisor daily and that I was a disappointment to my family. After that, I have struggled really hard to find the light in my life. Once you go to middle school is way more stressful than primary school, because suddenly you have a written of homework and everything is way harder. Probably during university, I had lectures, revision, working a job and somehow trying to have a social life. It was then hectic for a few years following university until I eventually just accepted I was burnt out and gave myself more downtime. I feel it's much better now. When I became an employee. I'm pretty sure this belongs in a history subreddit. I don't think I'm qualified to speculate on something that long ago. When my great-grandma passed away. Sometime in high school for me, I could never sleep in, because the bus left at 6:30. It hit me at around 60. If your reward for your labor gets taken away by exes and lawyers and such, over and over, you just want to keep tucked in and sleep. They are coming after my home next, and I know nobody gives the slightest duck. Old white man. No, it's given. I must deserve to lose it. I have made many others comfortable with my labor though. I have contributed a lot, and seen others get way more credit with less effort and results. I do resent the trickery from the insincere, the manipulators of my kindness and love. There is a lot of concern for these people, as can be witnessed from the legal system, where they split the booty taken from the ambitious and trusting. High school. I'd say 11th grade specifically. I'd wake up every morning thinking I can't wait to go to sleep tonight. Around the same time capitalism went from work hard and you too can be rich to work yourself to the bone and you might be able to survive another week. For me, the day I was born, existing is ducking exhausting and I'm kinda tired of it tbh. Usually happens around 2:32 am. When we realize dreams are bullet, life sucks, people in general are terrible, and things will not get better, they only become gradually worse. Because of pressure by societal norms. Honestly, during my 20s I was deeply depressed, so that was a brief time it happened. Then I met my fiance, and I was always excited to get to tomorrow. We live together now, but this year has been, I don't know. He and I are doing fantastically, but I feel like there is no hope and I genuinely just want to stop existing, or jump ahead, or something. It's difficult to picture and plan for a future when it feels like everything is so uncertain. Whenever my partner gets home from a month away at work, every time he gets home, I have plans of giving myself a facial, shaving my legs and getting a good night's sleep. I do all of those things except the last one, cause I'm so excited to see him. Lucky he still loves me when my face looks like a butthole. Now, it is 0330 my time. I've been up since 130. I have an interview for a potentially massive promotion at 1030 this morning. Sleep isn't happening for me. High school. Duck high school. When I stopped sharing things with my friends and family, something bad happened to me and I shared it with all my dear ones. Not only they didn't give a damn but also they thought I am seeking attention cause it is normal. Since they started the trickle-down economy. When school became less about learning and more about passing. 6th grade maybe. 35. 36 on has been God I just want to go to sleep and not wake up. Now turning 51. It's even more that way. Calc be 2020 and longtime friends have stopped talking to me because I'm voting for Biden and not their orange wacko. I forget the exact age. I think it was 12. The year where puberty hit me like a Kamehameha and depresso hit. 12. I don't have this feeling anymore since I started taking care of my mental health. Medication, meditation, exercising, trying to eat a healthy meal, setting a sleep schedule, and no devices before bed. I was definitely in this mindset during undergrad and grad school, but I think something changed this year when I started doing things I like again, like knitting, painting, dancing, and all of this is outside my work hours. It's a tough spot to be in, but I wholeheartedly believe we can get out of the rut. We just have to find the help we need. High school. Oh my god, high school. Mine went the other way when I stopped drinking. Not waking up hungover is exciting, haha. Somewhere along the lines of procrastination. I think the only time I ever was I can't wait for tomorrow was when I was little and wanted Christmas Day Santa. Before like junior year, I'm excited to sleep because of dreams. I'm still the same now as a senior, but most of the time it's that I'm tired. I still really enjoy dreams but I don't have them much now : when alarms had to be introduced into my life. You are just very tired. You should take a couple of days off from everything. I highly recommend that you take the Volikov's test. He will tell everything about your character. You will believe and love yourself again. Also, you can punch your loved ones on this test. You will look at them from the other side. You will learn how to communicate with them. Why they act this way or another. He generally saved me from depression. Depression, I think. It changed a lot things. When a lot of schoolwork kicked in and I couldn't sleep enough. About 12 years old. The first description is so unrelatable to me that I read it like 10 times thinking there was a mistake. I'm just here to upvote all the middle school comments. Marriage but I recovered. Then came the first child but recovered again and then came the second child. I am done recovering. This year till now I've been the gifted child. I could do tests without even opening a book. All my grades were perfect. I was the best in sports. Now everything in school seems hard. I have to sit and actually read the books. I had been good in sports because I played with weak people. I went to a professional football team and everything is hard. My coach basically told me that nearly everything you have done till now is wrong. Every time I go to sleep I don't want to wake up doing the same it again. I actually came back from that right about the time I started going to bed early, waking up early, stopped drinking, and started hydrating. Also working out helps. Middle school mostly. It started at the age of 7 for me tbh. It used to be I can't wait to go to tomorrow. When I started my career in IT. I saw my mum and stepdad today after work. After about an hour of chatting my mum asked if I was alright as I just appeared worn and generally depressed. And I basically confided about how terrified I am for the future. How little hope there seems to be. How as far as I can tell, we are just repeating the mistakes of history and heading headlong from one self-created disaster to another. My stepdad helpfully informed me that there is no point worrying about things that are out of my control. Stupid ducking old people. They ducked this whole planet up and they are all going to check out before the bill is due. I don't remember a time that I was excited for tomorrow, and most times, even if I'm too tired to exist, I can't sleep anyway. Do people actually have an I can't wait to go to tomorrow type mindset? When I had a child and he stole all the youth from my bones. Second year of high school when I was 15-16. After a breakup and a fight. Kids, they are like water, flooding every spare space and time. Absolutely middle school. Around when you started to realize that your youth is fleeting, and once you get to the real world you'll be too busy to do the things you actually enjoy doing. 4th grade, when I got put in some stupid advanced class. Luckily I'm in the I can't wait to go to tomorrow stage and hopefully can retain it for life. I like sleep for sure, but I really do enjoy waking up. Lol, I guess everyone does, so that's a stupid comment. It all started when I was born. 3rd grade, when I didn't understand how to divide and was too dumb to ask the teacher to explain it to me. So I went to bed each night in fear of the next day of pretending to know how to divide. When my best friend died when I was 9. The day coronavirus ended my social life. Sometime in 2nd, 3rd grade. I'm sadly an early bloomer in this regard. About 10 months after conception. Went from I can't wait to get up to I hope I don't wake up. I think you need to go see a therapist. I only ever felt I can't wait to go to tomorrow for Christmas as a kid. It's been 30+ years for me. Honestly, it's somewhat reversing for me now, throughout my teenage years, with being diagnosed with severe depression, anxiety and having an eating disorder. Sleep for me was the one thing I felt I could do. I missed a lot of school for obvious reasons, but whenever I slept it was just a break from trying to recover. Now it's 5 years after the initial diagnosis, and I don't wake up excited for tomorrow, but I don't use sleep as a way to avoid existence anymore. I just enjoy the rest I get at the end of every day. End of primary school. So, age 10. Welcome to the modern West. It never was the former. I remember waking up as a small child exhausted, just wanting to stay in bed. Well, generally speaking, birth happens at about 9 to 10 months after conception. When the problems kept coming and coming. When I realized that I might end up in jail because I didn't have enough money. I'd say when someone's life become more serious. Usually when you are 16-17. It was never either of those for me. I hate sleep. I never want a day to end. Sleep is a waste of time. But we've gotta do it. Better question. When did awake go from I want to do all the things to I can't wait to go back to sleep? When I was 12 years old, I literally just stopped being excited for the next day and instead started just wanting to escape the real world by sleeping. For me it was like death, but with no commitment. It's been both most days. I don't remember what it's like to not be tired. When did you become financially responsible for yourself? That was the day. 1. When going from college to full-time job. 2. When you have a kid. Easy college freshman year. Now my duck-ups weren't just me, they were costing my parents a lot of money. 2 weeks after quarantine started. Rough times. After age 10 it just went all downhill. I'm shocked I haven't killed myself yet. I forget one, but in my case, I'd say it really took root in 2015 and I've never really recovered. Currently, I just wait for death to take me, however long that wait is. Was about 8. I didn't want to deal with my mom and just go to sleep. After I had my son and my thyroid got ducked up and stopped doing its job. It took me like 5 years to get to doctor to listen, and that was only after I made a horrible, not even remotely funny joke about him having magic pills in his sample cabinet. Before that, I mostly got you need to lose weight and exercise more. I can't remember a time when I wanted to wake up. Not suicidal, but I couldn't care less if I woke up or not. That said, there were days where I looked forward to getting up, vacation, special day, Mostly though I just wake up and I'm like I'm alive. Time to do alive people stuff. When responsibilities started. When I developed depression at 15. This started in the first grade for me. I used to love life so much. I would be so excited for the next day just because I could go see my uncle. He was technically my great grandpa because he was married to my great grandma, but he's not blood related, so we call him uncle. But the summer before first grade, he died. This definitely broke me. What hurt even more was the fact that he always wanted to be cremated. He didn't want a funeral, so I didn't really get to say goodbye like I wanted. My last words to him were, "Bye uncle, I'll see you tomorrow." He replied, "See you tomorrow." My little green eyes. I didn't get to see him the next day. TLDR, my favorite person in the world died. TBH, I'm not even sure. It was a gradual thing, but probably around when I was 13 it started. And then I realized at like 16 that I actually needed help. My parents told me I was exaggerating, that I was a normal teen. I just stopped asking for help, dealing with anxiety and depression alone. By 19 I was a zombie, just getting through each day. But that year I also met my best friend, who's now my boyfriend. He always was there to listen and gave me a shoulder to cry on. He was the first person I told that I have suicidal thoughts, and he was there through finding help. I'm in therapy now, and on medication. Life isn't easy, but I'm so happy I'm around to see it now. I'm 21, with a steady job in which I just got a promotion. And my boyfriend who's my best friend. I see my therapist once a week. And my medication is steady. I honestly forgot how happiness felt, and now I'm so happy. So for those of you who feel too tired to exist, I understand you. I've been there. And still occasionally am there. But trust me, life gets better. Slowly. And it's not always easy. But you'll find happiness. Hang in there. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And I wish you so much happiness in the future. Stay to see the sunshine. It's worth it. Because it's hard to be happy when you have responsibilities. Around the first few weeks of online classes,